Hello friends, it's me, Cynthia with Knits by Scent. I hope you are all doing well today. I know I look a little like on the wild side just a little bit today. For one thing, I'm in my craft room, as you might be able to tell just from the colors on the wall. And it is nice and sunny today. I have my windows open, so I have this beautiful natural light coming in. And I started, I actually made a decision, not that I started yet, but I made a decision as to what blanket I was going to make for my friend. Her name is Laverne, the one I did the blue butterfly shawl for. She also asked me to do a mosaic throw blanket for her. And, you know, I've been thinking about which pattern to do. I have a lot of them. I did not create any of them. So I have like Fiber Fox and Tenna, and BB, what's her name? Biba blankets, which is actually one that I decided to go with. I'm sorry, I know that's backwards. So she's got the Cozy Mosaic Cuddles. Obviously it's going to be bigger than a Cuddles. I already knew the color scheme because that's what Laverne had asked me to do, to make it in a particular color. So she wanted like a light blue, gray, and white. Here's a white and white. Now the funny thing about the white today I discovered is that I have lots of white yarn. I have this one big one like this, and I'm clearly gonna need more than one. I did find a skein, probably the remnants of a different skein. And see, even in the light, like they still don't look exactly. Oh, there's something on that. Well, I can't use that now. Yeah, they don't look the same, and that's okay. That is quite all right, because I'm pretty sure this white yarn is a Red Heart Super Saver. I don't have the label for it. Just put that down there. So I ordered more on Amazon today. I'll get it tomorrow. I am pretty sure it's going to be the exact same white. So then the next thing I was thinking was, okay, so what am I going to maintain the project in? When it's small, I don't mind taking it with me when I go out to either my knit groups or to visit a friend or waiting for a doctor's appointment or whatever. So I was thinking of this one bag that I have, and I can't show you because I don't know where it went to. I swear I saw it this morning. But anyways, it's a little blue and white project bag, and it has holes on both ends so you can put your working yarn, like if you're doing two different colors, to go out of the bag. Well, I don't know where that is, and that's okay. And then I remembered I had this bag here, which I may have gotten from Mary Maxim, or could have most likely Amazon, to be honest. I think I got this from Amazon. I was working on this shawl a long time ago. This was the first one I was working on for my sister, and I don't know, I wasn't exactly happy with it, but clearly I didn't take it out. I think my count kept getting off a little bit, which was kind of frustrating me a little bit. I probably will go ahead and finish this. I like the colors, but this is just not my thing. She's a Redskin / Commanders fan for life, so I probably will go ahead and finish this at some point and go ahead and give it to her. So what I did, since I'm not working on it and I haven't worked on it in a while, I left a little leftover yarn in this little outside pouch. I'll take that out. So since I'm working with 3 colors, I'm going to go ahead and use this little mesh yarn project holder thing. And I'm also going to cake up my yarn so I can put them in there. And then I have all 3. But before I did that, what I did was I went through the pattern, and they come in like, you know, part 1, part 2, etc., etc. And they tell you like whatever rows. You can't see it because it's tiny. But anyway, so I went through and wrote what color A is going to be and what color B is going to be in each row. So like, it's going to just repeat. So part 1 is going to be white and blue. Part 2 is going to be gray and blue. Part 3 is going to be gray and white. And then I just repeat for part 4, 5, 6, like that. For as big as I want to make the blanket. So thinking that part out ahead of time obviously makes it easier to figure out what colors how you want your colors to go. Now, if you're doing 2 colors, you can just do the A and B throughout the whole pattern. That's really nice when you have a self-changing yarn, like especially if it's a long self-changing yarn. So you can see the nice color changes, and you only need like 2. When I say 2, I mean like 2 different color skeins of yarn, but you probably will need multiple of them to make the blanket big enough. Unless you're making like a little baby blanket, depending on how big your skein of yarn is, etc. So that's what I was doing this morning while I'm just kind of mapping out my day for today and tomorrow because I'm off. Today's Monday, so I'm off Monday, Tuesday this week, and then I have to work Wednesday, and I'm off on Thursday, and then I'm off. I work Friday, but I go camping Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so I'm excited. Yay! It will be a solo trip, but I'm excited about it. And the weather's finally warm enough where it's just like I won't have to worry about freezing to death. God, please, because you know this weather's crazy, so you never know what might happen. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to share that with you. I can show you, actually, 2 seconds. My daughter, Brittany, she got me this for Christmas one year. And I actually started this pattern, oh gosh, a while ago. I don't remember why I stopped working on it, but look how beautiful it is. I shared this with you guys. Good grief, I couldn't even begin to tell you which video. But isn't it so pretty? Yeah, so you get an idea. Seeing it in black and white just doesn't do its justice. So the center will be white. So it'll be white and then blue, then white, and etc. And then I think I was starting the second section here, I believe. And then the white will stay, and then I will switch it to the, no, I'm sorry. The blue will stay, and then I will switch it to the gray. Or whatever I wrote. So it will change. Yeah, and what I like about doing this particular style, I haven't tried it in the square, but you don't have to deal with all of those ends like I had with, well, even this mosaic piece. See those little things dangling there? Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with those at some point. I did kind of like weave them in, so they're not exactly hanging off the end there. And then except for just a few down there. But yeah, usually with the blankets that I've done, like my husband and what I call my earth blanket and this wrap. Because this is the wrap she saw. Oh, I just knocked my little mannequin over. And my hats and heads. It's okay. It's okay. No one's hurt. Oh gosh. Anyway, so this is what she saw. And she's like, oh, I want that. I want one. But, you know, this is, you know, from side to side, from one end to the other, and you have to deal with the ends. So I like that there are options. And if this was a little bit wider, this would be a good size for a throw. I think it's just a little too narrow, so clearly it's a wrap. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on today. I plan to cast on my 50 stitches to get started, and I wasn't sure when I was going to start it, but she's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead, and she's not in a rush, and she's not going to rush me, but this is just me, how I'm functioning, and I'm totally okay with it. I have to deliver her shawl to her tomorrow, and so she goes, I'm going to go ahead and pay you for the blanket as well. I was like, okay. So to me, normally I just wait until I'm done with the project, and then, you know, people, you know, they pay me for the project when I deliver, because they're people that I know. So either I'm working with them or I go to church with them. or I live with them, which my husband doesn't have to pay anything. So, and I did finish the purple butterfly shawl. Actually, I'm recording this before I took the picture. Well, that's not true. I took a picture. So the thumbnail will be, you will see how it looks. It's still blocking right now. So I took a picture of it while it was blocking. But you know, it's a butterfly shawl and it has shades of purple, and it starts with the darkest going to the light, and it came out really pretty. And I did another picot edge border with it, just like I did with the blue one. I thought about doing the fringe. No, I didn't feel like doing all that. So I think we just stick with the picot. I'm good with it. All right, so this is going to be my next project to do and to work on, and it'll be interesting to see how long it takes me to do it. Hopefully not forever and ever, because I'm not using a thin yarn. So this yarn that I did for this purple and gold one is actually, I actually think it classifies really as a number 3. I think it was labeled as a 4, but it's like a thin number 4, so which is essentially a 3. I got it from Hobbii, one of their ginormous We Love Yarn balls. So because I'm using number 4, I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but it shouldn't take me too long. So, all right. So first things first, I'm gonna get my ball winder to work and start caking up this yarn so that I can get my 50 stitches going and hopefully get through at least the first section today, which I think is like 8 rows. Section 1 has 8 rows. So yeah. And then, so altogether, there are 8 parts to this blanket. And it will end if you just do one, what's the word? One pattern, one part, just the blanket one time. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It is, I'll tell you how many rows. It's 82 rows. Yeah, 82 rows. 100 wrong side corner. Oh, okay. So then it'll be 209 stitches on the long side of the blanket and 161 stitches on the short side of the blanket. And then you can just repeat the blanket as many times as you want. So if it's not big enough by the time I get to 82 rows, then I'll repeat it until I don't want to repeat it anymore. So I'll keep you posted. All right, so I'm gonna get my ball winder going and just watch the Property Brothers that's on my TV here and watch my time. Got an hour before I have to roll out and go to physical therapy. And I think after that I'm gonna go. I have some ceramic stuff to pick up. My husband and I had ceramic date night, which was pretty fun. And we painted stuff. So I'll show you that the next time. Oh yeah, before I forget and start doing this, I went to that spinning class. And I made some yarn. Look at that. Yep, I made some yarn. This was not the yarn that I got from, or the wool I got from Etsy. I had got like a starter kit with the spindle and yarn. How do I like it, you asked? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'll keep trying. I haven't picked it up in a while. This was some that one of my friends had shared. It's really soft. It's wool. It's some kind of wool. I forget. But the instructor was like, don't use the merino wool, wash wool, whatever, which is what I got from the kit. She didn't really explain why, other than how the fabric breaks up, comes apart. I think it's more, the other one is more stiff to work with in the beginning. So either way, but I made some yarn. Oh yeah, here's a little bit more yarn that I made. You can't really see it, still on the spindle there. But hey, I made yarn. And then I bought more of this, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I really like this. The jury is still out. But I'm going to give it a try. Maybe I'll make enough to make a hat. But there is a process, y'all. Because this isn't the finished product. You still have to... Well, I guess you don't have to double it if you don't want to. I've crocheted with yarn this thin before. But it's pretty cool that I made some yarn. So there's that. And if I decide, like, you know what, this is really not for me, then I will just share my stash or just gift my stash to one of my friends that's really into it, or they can buy it from me, because it really wasn't expensive. I had got, this is like, I think it's like 2 pounds, I think. It's not a lot. It was like $3 and change. And so it's a lot to work with. Doesn't smell like anything. But where we had the class, it was at a yarn store. They had, this was the only color they had. So, but that's pretty cool. I think they must have gotten it from like a local sheep herder and shear person place. All right. So anyway, so I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you, and I'll let you know if I continue to try to spin my own yarn or not. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for, checking in with me today. And I just wanted to give you a little update. Hope everyone is able to enjoy some good outdoor time today, including myself, because I am a bit of a homebody, which is weird because I like camping. It's different. That's all I can say. All right, y'all. Let me get my ball winder going so I can get my 50 single stitches going and start working on this blanket, because I really would like to get through the first 8 rows today. All right, y'all. Peace out.